it's Olympic season, and football is not an Olympic sport, but it's the best sport and it should be an Olympic sport. And if it were an Olympic sport, it'd be kind of fun to think about how Team USA would go about creating itself, since Team USA in basketball is doing such a good job right now. How would you go about it? And who do you think should pick the players? John Lynch?
No, not Coach Jones. First, I want to premise with this thing. Like, we're talking about this with the terms of an actual competitive team. So it's not a Pro Bowl team where you're just taking the best players of the year and slapping them together. Like, thinking of this in terms of a team that you want to put on the field to actually compete. So scheme fit plays a role. Okay. So no, I would not have John Lynch assemble this team. I think, and think about this. I think you got to start with the most important position and then build it out from there. So, and I'll get into why. For quarterback, I'm going Mahomes, and because of that, it's gonna set the stage for a couple things. Like, I think if in this Olympic format, I think since the quarterback being the most important position, I think you got to take his OC, and that would be Eric Bieniemy. And then I think you probably got to take his head coach and make Andy Reid the head coach because of Patrick Mahomes. And that all said, to make sure there's perfect chemistry, take the GM too, Brett Veach. So I think Brett Veach of Kansas City, that's who I would have put together this roster to assemble the team, not John Lynch.
Yeah. So then see, to me, like, if you had this template for the Chiefs, like, they already have like the ideal offense. What they don't have is, I think, the ideal running back for that team. You know, they're one running back away from having the greatest offense all time. And to me, you could put Derrick Henry on the offense or Dalvin Cook. I mean, that'd be cool. And it should be one of those guys. But if you could just put some Tyreek Hill level speed, if you put Raheem Mostert on this team as the change of pace guy.
It's interesting that you said that, because the first two backs that I actually put in are Alvin Kamara and Christian McCaffrey. Those are two guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not because I think they're necessarily the best in the NFL, but I think they're the best fit for this team.
But still, it'd be fun. I mean, to assemble an offense where every wide receiver and running back have 4.3 speed, just because, you know, Tyreek Hill and Raheem Mostert and
I think Raheem Mostert would have a chance to still be on this team because he's going to offer special teams.
So
these guys
on the team. Yeah.
So I think Mostert could still make.
I think Mostert makes the Team USA. Now, I think what we should do this is, which other Niners would make Team USA? I think Bosa would make it on reputation.
I don't have Bosa on my list.
Because there are better edge rushers. I mean, there's Myles Garrett. There's TJ Watt.
My first two are Mac.
There's Mac. Mac and Garrett.
I think Mac is still outstanding. He's so good.
And then inside you have Aaron Donald.
I mean,
I would go Buckner. But that's
Buckner's on. But the thing was, when think about this, as far as defensively, I'll get into that. But let me finish the offense first, and then we'll talk about defense. But I think, because there's another guy I think people would think about offensively, was George Kittle, right? But in going with Mahomes, I think I would go Kelsey first. I would put Kittle on the team, but I would go Kelsey first because he's got chemistry with Mahomes, and then I would go Kittle. Juice, possibly if they want to use a fullback, but you could probably save a roster spot there. I mean, Kittle can play fullback if you need him, if you need him to in there. I think wide receiver off the top, I go Tyreek Hill again because I want guys that Mahomes knows. And
DK Metcalf would be so brutal on that team, man. because you got Patrick Mahomes who can buy time like Russell Wilson, bomb it down the field, more 4.3 speed with some size. I mean, I know there's a lot of wide receivers better than DK Metcalf, but he's tough. He's tough.
That'd be interesting. I had Devontae Adams on there, but
he's great too. Yeah, I'm just kind of obsessed with making the fastest team possible. Because I feel like that's kind of what Kansas City tries to do.
Slot. Well, the other guy that I thought that maybe a little bit controversial for slot receiver, I have Cooper Kupp making it as a slot receiver because I don't want to take a guy that's an outside receiver and then project him into the slot. I want to take someone that does it and knows it. If other people have slot suggestions, you can certainly.
Not Trent Taylor? Okay, fair. That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
I think Trent Williams makes it. I would put Trent Williams out there.
Well, that's two. So we got Kittle makes it.
Kittle makes it I think Mostert will probably make it because of his special teams ability.
Trent Williams makes it. Okay, that's three.
Trent Williams.
Fred Warner makes it as the middle linebacker. I'm sure you'd put.
Well, yeah, and so
Roquan Smith and
I would go
Devin White. I don't know.
Interesting that it's I would take Robert Saleh as the DC. I think you got to. I think
Bowles is pretty decent though.
I think
Bowles
Saleh
is pretty decent though. I gotta say, I love Saleh, but Bowles is damn good.
Bowles is damn good.
Yeah.
Bowles is really good, but I think Saleh's a head coach right now.
True.
And
that's true.
He's a hot commodity. I think you're talking about guys. You putting together an Olympic team on short notice. Saleh's an excellent communicator. I think he's going to work
stock's
well.
higher than Pete Carroll right now defense.
Yeah. I just think I don't Saleh more than I do. I just think he would work great in that setting where you have to communicate to guys that you don't really know. You have to answer to a head coach that you don't really know, and a GM that you don't really know. So I think Saleh would be awesome in that. And that being said, I think you take Warner's your middle linebacker because he knows Saleh's system. And I would
one guy on defense, three guys on offense. It's 4 Niners on the Team USA. Well,
I would put Jimmy Ward in there.
Oh,
the guy, the man, Jimmy Ward, because of Saleh. Mm-hmm. I think Saleh. You want to give them a safety that they know that Saleh knows. He knows how to use them. He's comfortable with them. I think Jimmy, going with
I like that.
Going with the Ward theme, put Jimmy Ward on there.
Yeah, I like that.
Plus only that is what he's talking about. If again, it's you looking for versatility and guys that can play multiple roles. If you have an issue at the nickel position, you can slide Jimmy Ward down to nickel. He can play nickel, and then you've got a backup safety like Tyrann Mathieu. He can come in there. He can play Jimmy's role, and you're good to go.
What about Jason Verrett?
No, I have the corners that I have on there. Obviously, Ramsey, and I think you can make a case for Jair Alexander, but I like Xavier. I like Xavier Howard. I just have, I think Saleh, if he had his druthers, would prefer a taller corner. So Xavier Howard and him, and then I think there's a lot of choices. A couple of choices you go before Verrett. Verrett's very good.
You got to put Juszczyk on the team, though.
Listen,
you gotta give it to him.
If Andy Reid wants a fullback, then it's Juice. Then it's got to be Juice.
Let's say that you can have 80 people on your team.
Oh, Juice. He's on there. He's on.
Yeah, and then if you expanded it to 80, you'd probably put Nick Bosa on there. I don't know. It seems like just off reputation alone.
I did have before I put Buckner. I think I put Buckner as a secondary off a defensive line because I put in thinking schematically and what you look for. I put Vita Vea first just because a physical run stopper. He doesn't provide the pass rush that Bosa provides, but he can give you a bigger body on first, second down, and just still provide some pass rush. And then obviously Donald and interior. So.
Yeah. Okay. It's a hell of a team. I think it could probably beat Canada. You know, maybe it could beat France. I don't know about Italy though. Italy's on a roll right now.
Let me ask you: do you think if Team USA spurned Tom Brady, he would like go play for Brazil?
Probably and win.
Yeah. Like, who are these guys? Like, it's like
you keeping that that guy instead of me.
He probably everybody that's on Tampa that like didn't make the team. He would just like have them go get
Antonio Brown. Hey, let's go get some
get your Brazilian citizenship.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's go. They don't believe in us.